This is the Aftermarket Radio Network. It's your Weekly Blitz with Chris, keeping you in the game. Are you ready to supercharge your auto repair business? This is Coach Chris Cotton from AutoFix-Auto Shop Coaching. The Weekly Blitz is where industry expertise and business innovation collides, revving your engines for the week ahead. Every episode is loaded with game-changing insights, up-to-the-minute industry updates, and practical tips to shift your business into high gear. We're talking about stuff you didn't even know you didn't know, people. Big shout out to our awesome sponsor, Shop Marketing Pros. Are you looking to shift your shop's marketing from zero to hero? Trust us, you don't want to gamble your livelihood on amateur marketing moves. Go pro with Shop Marketing Pros, your ticket to top-tier results. Find out how they can fuel your success at shopmarketingpros.com/Chris. So this is episode number 152, everybody. I'm doing this for two reasons. One, I've had a book that I wrote about 80% complete, and I wanted to do this as the teaser for the book. But I also wanted to get me to stop procrastinating the end of this book and get it completed and get it out there so all you great shop owners have access to it. The second thing is I wanted to go chapter by chapter, talk a little bit about it, and then just get some input from you on, is there something else that I've not thought to put in here that you'd like to see or know about? If so, let her rip, Tater Chip. Send it to Chris at AutoFix-SOS.com. That's Chris at AutoFix-SOS.com. And just put in the subject line, book thoughts. Also, if you want to go in line for one of those books, go ahead and email that and just say, hey, I want to book when they come out, and we will send those out to you. Need to know the shop name, owner's first name, last name, email address, and then physical address. I'm going to run through the book and go through the highlights, talk about each chapter a little bit, and would love your feedback, okay? The working title of it right now is the AutoFix-Auto Shop Coaching Owner's Guide to Everything You Didn't Know About Running a Successful Auto Repair Shop. I'm not married to it. It's changed 4 or 5 times. If you have a better idea, then for sure, let me know. Chapter 1, we start out just, what do you want? As a shop owner, what, for crying out loud, do you want? A second location, a third location? Are you ready to retire out of the business? Are you ready to take your shop to the next level? And this is going to be different for every person out there. And you know what? It's okay. You don't have to be like the shop owner down the road. You don't have to be like the shop owner in your peer group that has 4 or 5 shops and is ready to buy 4 or 5 more. If you don't want that, then I don't want it for you. I want you to have what you want to be successful and happy in your life. Chapter 2 is define your goals. Once we figure out where we're going, then we can step back and figure out what our goals are going to be. Talk about defining your vision, set SMART goals, understand your unique business variables, factor in the competitive landscape, keep an eye on the market trends, and then review and adjust regularly. Chapter 3 is barriers to coaching. I hear from a lot of people that, oh, I thought it was too expensive. I can't find the time, or you don't make the time. I've heard all the excuses in the world. And then if you haven't heard about our 3-tier plan, we have a 3-tier plan that should fit any shop's budget, any owner's time commitment. If you haven't contacted me about that, then reach out to me. I'm more than happy to talk to you about it. Anyway, chapter 3 is barriers to coaching. What keeps shop owners from not getting coaching? Chapter 4, we're going to start with the basics. This is the essentials of being a successful auto repair shop. Sufficient car count for success, meeting internal customers' needs, making sure you're on a solid financial footing. Chapter 5, the importance of a good chart of accounts. This is one of the most needed things that I see in shop owners across the country. They're doing stuff on paper. They don't know what they did last year until their accountant does their books 2 years from now. This is one of the most important things you have as a tool, and shop owners just flat out not using it. This allows us to understand the financial picture, streamlining financial management, preparing accurate financial statements, things like that. I'm also going to have a chapter in there, something in here by Hunt Demarest, talking about the accounting side of the business. It fits right in here. We're talking about making sure you have a chart of accounts. Something by Hunt, chapter 6, the vital role of the income statement in auto repair business. So chart of accounts is a little bit different than the income statement. Chart of accounts is all the things that you're recording income statement is what that sheet looks like. In this chapter, I talk about uniformity and standardization, the power of reviewing it regularly, things like that. Chapter 7, determining the right car count for success in your auto repair shop. One of the things that a lot of shop owners think is what we call the myth of more. Every shop owner thinks because they're not meeting their sales goals that they need more cars. That's not the case. That's not ever the case typically. Most shop owners need to even slow down the car count, but fix their broken processes and procedures and get more average repair order out of the tickets that they've got already. Chapter 8, the heartbeat of auto repair businesses, the profit centers, margins, and the road to financial health. I talk about the profit centers in an auto repair shop, talk about understanding profit margins, the significance of a healthy gross profit, the importance of positive net profit. Chapter 9 is going to be another guest chapter for Brian and Kim Walker from Shop Marketing Pros. Further that talk about car count and marketing and branding, things like that. Chapter 10, I'm going to go a little bit deeper into profit margins and expand on that a little bit, give you some numbers of what a target parts margin is, utilizing a parts matrix. I'm also going to put, or the plan is to, this is the 20% I don't have done yet. I'm also going to include parts matrices in here. I'm going to include QR codes to take you to blog posts that I've written. I'm going to take you to QR codes to take you to podcast episodes that I've done for specific episodes just for that chapter. So I'm going to want you to read this book and have your phone handy so you can do both at the same time. We talk about technician pay plans, tax and benefit load, charging for shop supplies where it's legal, and selling tires. I'm a tire selling machine and I love to do that. Chapter 11, cash flow, the heartbeat of your auto repair business. Talk about the unique challenge for auto repair shops, empowerment through cash flow management, and one of my solutions to auto shop profits and cash flow strategy. Chapter 12, navigating the hiring labyrinth for technical service industries, including ours. Just all of those things, talking about that and related to it. Chapter 13, service advisors, the heartbeat of the auto repair business. We go into what is the multi-role mastery of service advisors. We talk about scheduling, customer service, attention to detail, business impact of a competent service advisor, the downside of a misfit service advisor. And that takes us into chapter 14, the pillars of the auto repair industry, automotive technicians. I talk a lot about automotive technicians. I talk about owners and service advisors. I can't do what automotive technicians do. I never could. I never will be. It's not in my wheelhouse. I don't think that way. And so to all you automotive technicians out there, the world couldn't do what it does without you. I applaud you. Thank you. But that's what chapter 14 is, just talking about automotive technicians. Chapter 15, coaching and accountability, building a future-ready team. This talks about coaching and accountability, but it's not so much from our side of things as a coach. It's from your side of things as an owner. Your eventual role as an owner should be to be a coach and accountability holder for your team. And so that's what we get into in chapter 15. Chapter 16, embracing the digital revolution in auto repair, really talk about shop management systems, digital vehicle inspections, text-to-pay systems. Even the industry has a lot of neat things that I know about that are coming in the future that we haven't seen yet. Technology is changing so fast. It's really hard to keep up on, but you have to be a part of that. Chapter 17, the future of auto repair, navigating new technologies and paradigms. In this a little bit, I talk about electric, hybrid, and hydrogen vehicles, the learning curve, staying ahead. Chapter 18 talks about the evolution and challenges of the auto repair industry, what's coming up or what I think is coming up. One of the things is the big struggle with supply chain and quality of parts, the new horizon for auto repair, and then the road ahead. Chapter 19, again, we talked about it earlier in I Love Tires. So chapter 19 is maximizing profits in auto repair, the power of tires. And so it's just a chapter talking about the fundamental tire margin, road hazard warranties, aligning profits with alignment services, things like that. Chapter 20 is the power of niche mastery in auto repair business. In that, we talk a little bit about European auto repair, Asian auto repair, diesel auto repair, and then we talk some about marketing to niches. And at the very end, I have a bonus chapter in there. And I'm not going to tell you what that bonus chapter is. You're going to have to get the book to see what that is and what I talk about in it. Those are the 20 chapters of the book. I can add some more if there's some stuff that you see that needs to be added to it or something else that you would like to put in there. I'm not saying I'm going to take everything and put it in there, but if it's really great and I missed it somewhere, I'm more than happy to add it. And I really want to have a book that everybody can get something out of, but this is targeted to the bottom 50% of shop owners. The shop owners out there that are grinding it out. They don't know what they don't know. They need help. They don't have a way to turn. And this is going to be a free resource, just like the podcast, just like the blog posts. You're going to get in there, get into the funnel, and we're going to send you a free book. A big shout out to our listeners. Your dedication to growth fuels our passion. And let's not forget our fantastic sponsor, Shop Marketing Pros, who makes this show possible free to you. They're all about top tier marketing for shops just like yours. Until next time, this is Coach Chris Cotton signing off. In this business, every day is a chance to get better. It's time to rise and grind. And also, make sure to go check out one of the other great podcasts on the Aftermarket Radio Network, maybe like the one from Shop Marketing Pros. Have a great day, everybody.
You've been listening to the Weekly Blitz with Coach Chris Cotton on the AftermarketRadioNetwork.com. Follow Chris on your favorite podcast listening app. Let him know what you'd like him to cover. His email is in the show notes. Chris is all for advancing the aftermarket.